Okie dokie. Welcome along, everyone. Oh my god, that's crashed. What a great start, or a terrible start. Let's hope that that works and reconnects. Please reconnect. There we go. That's good. Don't know why that was doing that. Let me know if you can or can't hear the game audio. Can you hear the game audio? Oh my god, what a horrendous start to the stream. You can tell this is a bit last minute and lackluster. Disaster! Okie dokie. Right, so here is the plan for today's stream. I'm going to give myself 2 hours to try and get, we want a podium result for this race. And I don't quite know if I'm going to do it probably at all today or at all this week. But we're going to have to try and do our absolute best. So, we want to try and get a video where we actually get a good result, rather than me just complaining all the time, because this is such a tremendous combination and such a funny, hilarious race that none of us expected, that I decided to come back on stream rather than kind of record it offline. I thought I want to be on stream and making the most of this. So, let's see if we can do it. This is from the back of the grid. 2 hours to go. I'm going to end up with 4 attempts of this race. Now, if I wanted to, I could sit out one of those and do qualifying. I'm yet to decide, but I will work it out as we go. A few people here deciding to sit at the back. Affinity trying to drop back there. Well, we always expect carnage now at the Nürburgring. And in this reverse layout, even more so. We made up 2 positions. We've already had contact there. Someone else getting through. Oh, they were making sure they were getting through, weren't they? John, how are we doing? Hope we're all well. Oh my god. Just going to make that one stick there. Absolutely make that one stick. Can we take advantage of the Merc almost spinning it? Not quite. This is a weird one now because I'm kind of half familiar with the track. I'm still braking very briefly in places where I shouldn't be braking. Or at least where I don't need to brake quite as much. Up to P12. Sacrifice that run so much there. Oh! Sorry. Make sure we give him the space. Just a little bit late to realise he was there. Move from this guy here. We remain P12 then. We've lost 1 position, we gain 1 back. That's a corner that is catching everybody out, myself included, so many times on the stream last night. Oh no, into the wall. Oh, that was one of the few corners that I didn't muck up on last night. Mucked that one up plenty times last night though. Done it again. On your way to Sainsbury's? No worries at all, John. Hopefully this makes a weekly shop a little bit more entertaining. Right, I am not doing particularly well in this race. And I do wonder if I might be better off just doing a little bit of practice for qualifying. So rather than enter the next race, maybe actually back out of that one, half an hour of practice, and then give myself 2 solid attempts, hopefully. Please don't unghost. And give myself 2 solid attempts of the actual race. This is a great sector of track when you're actually racing it this way around as well. It's great both ways, to be fair. A nice flowing sector of the Nürburgring, or you want to try and make it flow, very difficult to do. Oh no, what a way to lose a load of time. Oh, the first snap I thought I caught. In fact, the first snap I'm still convinced that I caught. I'm going to go 2 laps on the mediums. This is not a good start to this one. At least I hadn't completely binned it just yet. But facing the wrong way on the track. Still not good. can have that. No! No! It's the mistakes that we need to dial out, which sounds like a very obvious thing to say, but it really is. Sorry. Oh my god. I will never learn this layout. My fault again. Contact from behind there. Guitar Hero. We're alright though, we carry on again. Too busy looking at the screen. My fault. Well, obviously my fault. No one else to blame for that there. That was a silly one, that one. Mike, how we doing? Good afternoon. Hope we're all well, buddy. Hope we're all well. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Come on. Really? 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 Oh my God. This can't be happening. I can't be driving this badly, surely not. This is not going well. Last again, absolutely. Literally do not know any other position when it comes to racing at the Nürburgring, clearly. Oh man, if I keep going at this rate, I'll be getting lapped. Lapped at the Nürburgring. Can you think of anything worse? Race leader comes in off the mediums. 1.28, I wish. 1 minute 28 seconds ahead of us. Grim. That is just so grim. Have a few practice laps. I think that is what I'm probably going to do, to be honest. And maybe, not that I'll set a massively quick quali time, but maybe set a quali time that just starts us a little bit further ahead. Oh my god, even messing up all of this, which is pretty simple stuff, to be fair. Jesus. Jesus. Need to take a swig of the cherry Pepsi, make things better. That's better. Right, well, let's just try and have a decent lap on the soft tyre. Whatever that might look like. That's probably track limits there, I would have thought. Wouldn't be surprised. Yep, perfect. Good start. Good start. What am I thinking there? What am I thinking there? Idiot. Absolute idiot. I think you're actually quicker going around the outside of that second, or what now becomes the first, but mini carousel. just too far again. Yesterday was probably our best chance of getting any kind of good result, I would say, though. It feels like now, especially anybody racing during the day, are absolutely rapid. And I'm really going to struggle to compete with them, I think. Oh, a little bit wide there, come on. How am I getting this wrong still? Oh, come on. Even when I've driven pretty well, I look at the guy in front, Burton there in front, and he's had as much of a nightmare as I have, even though he's 50 seconds up the road. I'm still not even gaining any time to him. And he's on my kind of pace, so... Oh my god. So I'm definitely not gaining any time to the leader, that's for sure. Yeah, and I'm going to get timed out of this one as well. I think I've been timed out of every race that I have done so far. I've finished so far at the back of the grid. This is not good. This is not good. Well, that is just silly now. This is actually just very silly. I'm not even going to get to serve this penalty before I get timed out. How horrific. Deary me. Deary, deary me. My God. Right, let's come back out of this, I think. What do we think? We either go back into another race. I think I might as well just go back into another race. Although, should I not? Because if I back out now, I've got to go do quali for half an hour, which I'm considering doing anyway, to try and just improve that lap time. Maybe start a little bit further forward. Oh, I really don't know. Sorry, let's go again. Let's go again. Still in the same car. Let's go. Oh, man. Struggling. Definitely struggling. Right, I'm going to go shut that door as well because it's doing my head in. Oh. Damn. Right, this next race, though, is going to be great. This essentially now has to become my practice laps, doesn't it? Start on the mediums. Great warm-up. I feel very warmed up now. Fantastic. Fantastic. Look at this. Top of this lobby still doing 7:58. 7:57, 7:58. We haven't set a quality time at all, but our fastest lap, fastest and only clean lap in all of the races that I did was an 8:12. Right, race number 2 of today, but this is race number 5 of our week so far. From the back of the grid, as we know, once again. Let's see what we can do. Predictions in. This is from P14 this time round. Trying to go around the outside there was never a good idea. And what do you know? We're back down in last place. The Audi's going to try and squeeze back across to the inside. Back to P14. This is where you just lose any chance of a good position, really. Oh, you've got to be kidding. How have I just done that? I've never done that in all of the laps so far. I've literally never done that. It's just bouncing off the walls as we go through this this lap now. Just go, just go. Avoid! Oh! We just avoided that one, thank God for that. Gonna lose us loads of time down this straight though with having to lift that much. Bit of a slipstream from this chap in front, but we're going to be closing to him. Oh, I've just gone too wide there. Ah! Kevin, how are we doing? I have a wee like. I'm not going to be. I apologise. I'm just not going to be able to read that comment. I'm so sorry. I will catch that on a straight or at the end of the race. I promise you. Because it's just not going to happen if I try and read that now. What number must be? I'm going to look at it later. I'm so sorry. If you, I assume you're asking about the settings of the feedback settings, so I'll answer that just in case. I have mine, basically keep doing laps until you get comfortable. But what you have to do is deliberately drive bad. So outbrake yourself on the corners so that you get the tyres sliding. Go off the grass, go onto the curbs. Start trying to just spin the car around, because then that is when you get the most feedback from the wheel. That's when the feedback from the wheel is most critical. And so you want to try and find what sensitivity and what level is right for you. I think that's what you are asking. Yeah, controller sensitivity. Yeah, cool. So that's what I would do, is do lots of laps, do this, hit the curbs like that, because I can feel that through the wheel. Whereas on some settings, if the sensitivity is quite low or the torque settings are quite low, I might not even feel hitting the curbs. So you want to get it where you feel when you go off onto the grass, you feel when you're just on the curb, you feel when you're on the paint or on the wet and on the dry lines. You want to feel all of that, and you'll know how much of that you want through the wheel. The more tests and practice that you do. Like that there. When I go onto the grass, I just clip my right wheel on the grass and I can feel that through the wheel. Someone's gone off. That's moving across under braking. Is it or is it not? Oops. Alright, come on. We said last night, we said a top 6 finish would be a good, decent result. Stu, how are we doing, mate? I hope we're all good. Oh, that might be chat limits there. I don't know if I just kept the front left in. We said we wanted a top 6. Top 8 might be the best that we're going to get, although now we've got ourselves a penalty. Ooh, selling your Fanatec setup for the right price. Why are you getting rid of it? You just not managed to have the time? That's a shame. Vicar, how are we doing? Hurts the brain this way around. Same here. I just cannot compute it. And I cannot learn this track, honestly. This way around is just such a brain melter. It's unbelievable. And the difficulty is exactly that there. Racing with people who also don't know the track. Because you've seen how much he was braking there. You've just got to assume people are going to stop and almost just forget where they are. And that was me first time on here. Braking loads throughout the corners when you think, oh, I might need to actually cut my speed here. It turns out that you don't on so much of this track. It feels like more of this track is flat this way around. Which makes it really, really interesting. Or at least just really, really light on the brakes. And because a lot of it is actually uphill, there's some of it you don't even have to brake for. You can just lift, slight downshift, and keep going. It is fantastic fun, but difficult. And my pace, I'm still losing loads of time to the leader here. But this is now starting to feel like not the Nürburgring anymore, which is good. I mean that as in, I'm no longer racing this going, right, what corner is normally next? If I'm going the opposite way, what corner have I normally just done before this one? That's a prime example there of me not knowing the track. I've dropped down to second, maxed out second, and then came to, in comparison to the Frenchman here, almost a dead stop. So, as much as I'm saying there, it now is starting to feel like a track of its own. Still so many places that I'm getting wrong. Ah! And then where you do get a bit confident, it backfires like that. This one I do know. Down to first, then up to third. try and plant. I haven't taken that as much of a V-cut as we should, but done that one quite nice. There's a couple of corners that I'm like, right, I've got them sussed out, just not all of them. Oh, that put me off there, this guy in front. And then we went into the wall as well. And then this is going to cost us all the way down here. Look at that, to the guy in front and to the leader. 10th over 10th over 10th over 10th. As we've sacrificed this exit, we've then got damage on the straight. Right, smaller braking zone here. But actually making sure that I get it right, because I've mucked it up so many times already. Then we're flat again, and then it is the big crest over the hill, which is what I was just struggling to remember every single time on this lap. Here it is. As soon as you come up to the paintwork, you know there or thereabouts is where you want to be braking. For what is actually that there is my favourite corner, or one of, on the Nürburgring, going the correct way around. That really tight right-hander uphill, great corner. The downhill hairpin, it's uphill this way around. Nice and early on the power, you've got the gravity and force trying to get up the hill, which keeps the car stable. So you really can plant it in second gear really early. Once you've got it lined up and you remember where you're going, flat all the way through here. Not quite right there, I probably need second. In fact, I definitely need second. I was in the wrong gear altogether there. Another difficult corner to get right. It catches you out, that one, every time. Trying to be as early on the power as physically and humanly possible. Oh no! Too much speed. Mucked that right up. Then we got these two guys right on the back of us here. We're P8 for the moment. I don't think we're going to manage to score any freebie 2 positions. Not when they're 7 to 8 seconds up the road. Just not really going to happen. Especially when I'm just as likely to bin it, or if not more likely to bin it than probably anybody else on the track right now. Look at that, 1 penalty served, and then we're down to P10. All of a sudden, this race looks very, very different from P8. Oh, big catch from Bins then. That looked mega. A little bit more uncomfortable for him, I imagine. And again, back end sticking out. gets himself into the pits only just there, right in front of us. I should have blocked him there. If I was being mean or being tactical, I should have blocked him. Don't have the time to use it enough. Oh, mate, that is a shame, that. DTS high torque hub, F1 wheel, V3 pedals. Ah! Don't refuel. Oh, my God. Too busy reading the comments. Send me the details, Stu. I will have a look. I very much doubt I will have the... I definitely probably don't have the money at the moment. But I maybe... I've got no idea on reference for how much that would have even been bought for or, like, sale price. So send me the details. And considering we're still running this wheel that you so kindly, and I mention it every single stream, that you so kindly donated, to return the favour by actually being able to give you money for one would make me feel a bit better. This one's still going strong as well. THRUSTMASTER T300 RS. Most streams, someone will come in and ask what wheel we're on, and I tell them every time, Stu. I recommend it highly, but I did not buy it. You very kindly donated it. And considering it gets used pretty much every day to either record videos or live stream, I can at least say I've given it a good home. Really? How was that? Where did that snap even come from, though? Where did that snap even come from, though? Oh, you've got to be kidding. That snap came from absolutely nowhere there. Absolutely nowhere. So frustrating, that. Don't hit the wall. Right, the question is for the next one is, do I go do some qualifying? Or do I try and just continue on with the racing? Because the qualifying is only going to start me further up, but I'm only really going to get 3 laps in. And unless one of those 3 laps is a very quick, you know, 8:05-ish, I'm not really going to qualify much further ahead. So do we do quali or do we do a race? We're going to have 2 more attempts. I've set 2 hours on the clock to try and get a top 6 finish. Is it worth going to do the qualifying and then giving myself one last race, one last attempt? Or do we go for 2 attempts, both starting from the back? I mean, we could end up, look at this, 3 positions all together here. Oh, watch the rejoin. Oh! He blocks that one off. Fair play. Oh, cheeky of me to try and sneak in there. Stick a nose in. Oh! Trying to know just when I've got past him. He might be tempted to stick a nose to the inside here, because I normally try and leave a slightly wider apex on that one. Feels like the right thing to do. No. No, we're not going to do that today. Not on this race. Ah, come on! I can't believe I've just done exactly what he's just done. Oh, you've got to be kidding! Come on! I'm going to end up in P14 again. Oh my god. I can't believe I've just done what he's just done there and bounced across the track. Oh! Should always remember that bounce in the road there, because you have it when you finish in a lap. And that is the last possible place that you can bin it, when you're completing a lap of the Nordschleife. This guy's actually going to catch up and get past with all that damage we've had there. Last again. Again. Craig. Craig, how are we doing, buddy? Oh, mate, it's been a while. Yeah, first time in the stream for once, and still nothing's changed. Disaster! I cannot believe that. That is wild. My DR is taking an absolute hammering in this. What a stitch up. Right, we're going to go again. I think I've realised what the problem is. I need a new engine. This is going to fix it all. I need a new engine in the BMW. We could do with a top-up of oil, but we'll go a brand new engine. Why not? And that's my oil right there. Right. Let's go again. That was actually, could have been a good race. That's the annoying thing there. Oh, right, I either back out and do quali and try and qualify a couple of places ahead. We want a top 6, right? That's all we've got to aim for in this race. Top 6. Can't be that difficult. Surely not. It can't be that difficult. So it's either we back out and we do qualifying. We've only got 60 seconds, so let's get a few judgments in, a few ideas, or a few suggestions, I should say. Or we go into the race. At the moment, we're going to go into the race, which if we do this one, means we've got to go straight into the next one. I've given myself 2 hours to get a top 6 in this combo. How hard can it be? John saying qualifying. I don't know. I'm debating. Pukali, how we doing? Hope we're all well, buddy. Hope we're all well. Thank you for tuning in. I tell you what I'm going to do. Let's go into this race here. I'm desperate to get a good video for YouTube. It's been ages since I've done a video, so I'll give you my thinking here. I would love a really good video and a really good episode where it involves last night's stream, and then we say, but then we came back, and then we did it. We smashed it. We won a race. That ain't going to be happening, is it? That's what I'm aiming for, though. But it ain't going to be happening. So, I wonder if we do quali. I'm obviously going to be streaming this later in the week. Pretty much every night if I could do, or every day if I could do. So, I reckon we do quali later in the week. And let's just see and hope and pray, surely to God, at some point, I'm going to be able to get a good race in here. We got 2 more races to go before our 2-hour timer is up. Yeah, cracking content for a short few minutes ago, yeah. Oh, mate, honestly. Do you know what? I haven't even been hitting the like the button to do like the highlights for the shorts. I would have so many if I could actually concentrate on doing more than just attempting the Nürburgring in reverse. It is so mental trying to do this. Absolutely mental. How are you doing though, Craig? It has been a while. I hope you're all well. How's Byron doing? Is he still karting and still doing well? I hope. Let me know how you've been getting on, buddy. P15 for this one. Oh, further back again. Oh, God. Come on. This race. If it's not this one, it has to be the next one. Top 6 finish. That's all we asked for. I was a little bit too confident at the start of the stream. I said podium. Right, come on. We go again. We go again. Byron Silcarton won his championship last year. Get in. Oh, what a legend. What's he doing this year then? Any plans? Another, I'm assuming, going through the levels again, going through the championships and races again. I see smoke. If I see smoke, that's got to be an opportunity. Oh! 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 Top 6 finish, here we come! No, we don't. We literally get one position, and that is it. Oh, someone's been punted. We might get a move around the outside there. We absolutely do. Right, up to P12. Oh, someone getting punted off. Oh, a little bit of contact. A few people running wide there. One's gone. Oh! Good reactions. Right, YouTube corner. A lot easier when you're going the opposite way around. Oh! Can we get round the outside here? Is he going to drift wide? No, we get round the outside. P8, come on! Come on. No. Oh my god, totally butchered that corner there, didn't I? Right, the run to the carousel here. Big braking zone. Don't get killed. Please don't get killed. Good. Go, go, go. Right, P8. Come on. Right, I heard the carnage from behind in the back of my headphones there. So, a few people hitting the wall. So we got a bit of a gap behind. Oh my god, that was scary. Bit of a gap behind. All of that can be pretty much flat there if you line it up right at the very start. Here we go. There is our P6. Come on. Oh, he's drove it off the track. Round the outside. And still he has tyres squealing there, so that doesn't really fill me with much confidence to try and go around the outside, but we're going to get it. P6. Come on! Hold it, hold it, hold it. Right, we got 2.5 laps to go, though. Holding on, hopefully, to P6. Do not bin it now. Do not bin it now. Honest to God. I know what I'm like, though. It's a question of when, not if. Do not bin it now. Do not bin it now. Do not bin it now. Come on. The thing is, though, you can't just drive slow and then defend, because there is still people... We have a little bit of strategy in this race, so there's still people who are going to be pitting either earlier or later and possibly getting the undercut or overcut. So it's not over until you actually do cross the line. Having to go track map so I can remind myself of the layout, because I'm still a little bit unsure and second guessing. This is flat. We've got the 2 left-handers. It is normally, of course, 2 right-handers when we go the other way, or the correct way around. Oh, here we go. Bit of a bump draft, thanking you. Slight lift here just to make sure. Oh, it's going to have to be a stab at the brakes as well. Otherwise, I'd be straight into that wall. It's going to cost us quite a bit of time there. Absolutely mucked that one right up. Just before that curb. I think that if you're a slightly better driver than me, you can brake on that curb. Whoa, steady. Right, and then this is flat until we hit the braking zone. First apex, second apex, brakes. Oh, here we go, yellow flags. Come on. 9.6. Right, come on, P5. Second lap on the mediums. I was going to say it's about to begin. The lap doesn't actually... This is not the lap. That's not the end of the lap there. Right, there's the bounce that we need to be careful of. That's going to be track limits there. That's going to be track limits. Bugger. Let's keep going. We're okay. Half second's not the end of the world. That's all right. Yeah, the track, the actual lap ends here. Just where the tourist lap would normally begin, I think. Yeah, this is already an improvement on last night. Exactly, Bacali. A whole clean lap. Exactly. Can we make it 2 out of 2? I doubt it. I mean, literally, can a commentator's curse get any more obvious than that? Really? That cannot be for real. Come on. That was almost as if I deliberately just drove that into the wall there. Idiot. Absolute idiot. See where this guy's just got so much more confidence, knows the track better than I do. 2 seconds, look at that. 2 tenths gained, 3 tenths gained out of one corner there. We're going to gain it back on the exit of this one though. Nice. Here we go, carousel again. Just braking on the first shoulder of that curb there. Which feels quite early to brake, but you've got a lot of steering input that you need to put in to get the car around the corner and then actually dropped into the carousel. Right, catch him back up to P5 now. Basically, I need to stay on him because when I've got to serve the penalty as well. Sort of, I was going to say at the end of this lap, it's kind of 3/4 of the way really back onto the GP loop at that point. Come on. Right, I quite like this little sector. Come on. Right, stay on him, stay on him, stay on him. We're not going to lose P6 because he is 6.8 seconds down the road, which is helpful. Oh, right, come on. I actually do think there is potential here. If anyone slips up front and we don't, there is the potential that we actually could do a podium here. Looking better than last night. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Definitely looking better than last night. Looks a little bit, only a little bit more promising. Some people coming off the mediums onto the softs. Some people coming off the softs onto the mediums. Come on, then. Come on. Come on. Come on. Do not bin it. Do not bin it. Come on. Do not bin it. Pit! Oh! Damn it! Well, I didn't bin it. Where did I cut the pit lines? It wasn't on the way in. That's brutal if that is a pit for on the exit. That is brutal if that is a penalty on the exit, considering it's such a small... You can barely fit an car through there. Never mind actually drive through at speed. Damn it. This could be a killer here. This really could be a killer. We need to get a move on. This really, really could be a killer here. Come on. Need to try and push on now. Oh, but this just increases every chance and likelihood of me binning it. Yeah, just not really good for that sector there. Not really knowing exactly where I am. Need to do a better job on learning that bit. That one doesn't really sit well in my head as easy as the rest of them. Up to the carousel. Two in front of us. We can see the podium, but I don't think either of them are going to be stupid enough to have got themselves somehow a 3-second penalty exiting the pits. So P6 behind us as well, right on us. It's weird. This second half of the track is the bit that I feel like I've got almost learnt the most, or kind of like the best at. Come on, top 6 finish is still on here. Come on. Come on. Top 6. Do we think it's doable? Yes or no? Oh, man. Right, here's going to be the penalty. This is the killer of all killers here. Come on! I think we're just going to be alright. We're definitely going to be okay for a P6 here, as long as we don't do anything stupid to end this lap. 16 seconds is the gap behind. We can bring this one home. Oh, I really do think that I could have been battling for the podium there without that 3-second penalty. The podium was only a couple of seconds up front. Unbelievable. Still, it's not the end of the world, remember, because they've got to get back out onto the end of the Nordschleife to finish the lap. I backed off a bit there, just thinking let's bring it home, but actually there's still a bit of opportunity further ahead. 2 cars going side by side. Are they 3 wide there, maybe? 2's at the very least, I think. And I think they've all got through safely. Oh, cleanly enough. There we go. Right, it is going to be P6. It's only taken 2 days. And I know that I'm going to get all of the comments saying that we've dropped all the way to the very bottom in terms of DR. Well, we're still A ranked at the moment, but we certainly have dropped in terms of lobbies. We can see it there, but they are still all quick drivers. All of their quali times were below 8 minutes. Their quali times were below 8 minutes. That is very, very quick laps around here. So don't pay too much attention. If I can give myself some credit, don't pay too much attention to the DR rank, because at the moment everyone is having a nightmare of a week. It doesn't take much for it to all go wrong at the Nürburgring. You only have to get binned off by one person and that is it. Your race is done and you're B rated or C rated before you know it. But we finally got our top 6. Thank God! Right. We've still got time in this stream. I think we go for one more. We've still got time, so let's get another one in. Predictions. Predictions, predictions. Once more, straight back in the BMW. We're not really going to get a quali time unless we can manage to lap the Nürburgring in 1 minute 28 seconds. Which I don't think that we will do. Then at the moment we just have to, on the soft tyres, get a bit of practice for what becomes essentially turn 1. Because last night I was managing to not necessarily do it flat, you were still lifting, bit of heavy braking, and the car was sliding, but it was enough to still cover that corner with a bit of speed. So let's have a little look. Yeah, there's so many sections where you can go flat out, and I don't know if it's the normal way around the Nürburgring. I don't know if I've just gotten so used to it, and you're kind of not bothered when you're doing something flat out. But it feels like you can be more flat doing this way around. Definitely one more while we're finding pace. Exactly. Exactly. So that must have been there then, by the way. The pit lines that we crossed to get the penalty. Which is a bit unfair, but is what it is. Right, if I can just very kindly ask, with plenty of pleases and thank yous, please, 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 hit the like button on the stream if you haven't done so already. And please, please, please make sure that you are subscribed. Many, 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 many thank yous for that if you already have done, or if you just have. It helps the channel more than you will ever know. Baz, how we doing? Have you gotten used to this combo a bit more? A little bit. That last race we got P6. I mean, plenty of people had disastrous races in front of us, so we were the benefit of that. But, yeah, a little bit better. A little bit better. How about yourself? Are you, I don't think anyone's going to really get used to it. I've done literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of laps of the Nürburgring, and I still get that wrong. So I don't think I will ever get used to this way around. But some people have found really good pace and picked it up really quick. I'm still struggling, to be honest. Which I struggle with new track. It does take me a long time, I think, to really learn a track or feel super comfortable with a track. Right, from the back of the grid, once more, final race, final attempt. Let's go. Oh, there's the first one gone. Plenty more, hopefully. Oh, contact from behind. Yeah, that was that Spaniard there. That was that Spaniard. Oh, someone's spinning. Oh, going around the outside of there was going to be brave or stupid or both. Make sure that we hold on to that one. Oh, squeeze in. P11. Right, this is, like, at this point in the race, which is not very far into it, but this is the tightest that I've really seen the pack stay together here. Yeah, this is it. Don't do a mistake of your own kind of race. This is definitely, yeah, he who stays on the track the longest wins, basically. Thought I could have had that one there. Sliding all over the guy in the Beetle. Use the new 911. Yeah, the new 911's absolutely mega. I can't see the rest of that comment though, sorry. I just saw the new 911. Saying this is why I use the new 911. It is absolutely such an awesome car. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Easy car to drive, it certainly is. It is just so planted. It's what the 911 RSR used to be on GT Sport. That was such a great car on GT Sport, where it was just so easy to drive and planted and trusted. Like, you could put so much trust in the car to just not bin you off and make you look like an absolute idiot, which is what this M6 has done a couple of times to me. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, Baz, I will get to that comment as soon as I can do. I learned very early on yesterday that I cannot read comments and try and do the Nürburgring in reverse. Lots of people running wide there. Right, a few people in early. So they're coming off the soft tyres. Yes, one is. And is the next one? Yes, he is. Who's setting a 741 around the Nürburgring in reverse layout, man? That is just idiotic. That's like idiotic. That's ridiculous. That's too quick for anyone's good, that. That is madness. .741, yeah, it's just wild. Wild. Oh, Affinity. Oh, we were racing against him. No wonder he got past us so quick. We were racing against him earlier. That would explain a lot. Maybe I didn't need to defend against him as hard as I was trying, if I realised that. Prime example there of just hesitation on the track. Hesitation from me there, by the way, is what I was meaning. I've just done exactly what that guy's done in front there. Damn. That is bigger than a 6 or 7 or 8 second penalty, that is. Detrimental to our race, that's what that is. Let this guy past, try and slot into the slipstream for what it's going to be worth. That is such a huge... Oh my god, I'm going to do it again. That is such a huge amount of time lost there. Any chance of a decent result gone right there in that moment. I wouldn't care. There was a lot of that where I was actually gaining time to the leader as well, annoyingly. No worries, Craig. Catch you in a bit, buddy. Thank you so much for tuning in again. Good to see you. Enjoy rest of your day, rest of your week, buddy. Thank you so much. Catch you in a little bit. Mucking it up with the curbs there. What's that say? It's a death trap. The Jag anywhere near the curbs. Yeah. The Jag doesn't like the curbs, does it? Jag does not like the curbs. I think it's because it just naturally rides so much lower down. I could be wrong, because I don't know if all the ride heights just get set to the same, but that's what it feels like with the Jag. Oh my god, as if I'd keep my foot in it there when I knew I was going to be on the grass. As if I would do that. As if I would do that. Idiot. Bill, how are we doing? We managed our top 6, which was our challenge yesterday. We only just managed that, so now we wanted a podium, but that ain't going to be happening. But so much fun, this. So much fun, such a challenge. But we just keep ending up at the back of the grid because at some point I keep binning it. So it's never gone right yet, to be fair. And look at this, we're going to end up back of the grid as we come out onto the soft tyres. 30 seconds off the pace of the leader. Two victories today from 3 races. Nice, 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 nice. Where were you starting on each one? Were you starting from the back, or have you gone and done a little bit of quali? Because I think later in the week we probably try and do a bit of quali and actually try and get competitive with it again. But at the moment, from the back of the grid, it is. Oh, nah, look that up. Oh! I hate the Nürburgring. Oh no, come on. Thought I had that one saved there. Yeah, I know, I'll be B-rated soon enough, I know. Not going well, is what I would say. Don't hit the curb. Oh, I hit the curb. I've done the one thing that I wasn't meant to do. Damn it. Nürburgring Nordschleife against you too. It's against everyone, I think. It's horrible. Yeah. Nah, I'm just driving badly now. I think now is the time to just back out of this one and accept defeat. Oh, man. We got the P6, though. That's the main thing. We got the P6. That's the frustrating thing, I think. Oh, I thought that might have been a good race, but it's turned out it was never going to be. But there we go. It is what it is. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We managed to get the P6, which is what we were after. I'm now going to try and edit that into a video, which you should see up on the channel. If not tonight, then tomorrow. This is the difficulty of trying to create content for this thing, is that Monday is when everyone sees everything going up. Everyone takes part in all the daily races. If you're now posting a video on like the Wednesday, or sometimes we don't get videos up until Thursday, nobody watches them because everyone's seen everything that there is to happen. Everyone's got everyone's opinion on the Nürburgring or on the daily races, and then no one's bothered anymore. So the challenge is always to try and get a video up on the Tuesday if we're going to be talking about Gran Turismo's daily races. And it's just not always possible. So the past 3, 4, probably even 5 or 6 weeks, I've not managed to get any videos up on the channel at all, like proper full videos. So that is why we've jumped on today. I was going to record that offline and just do loads of attempts until we got something decent. But we've managed to do it on the live stream. So I appreciate everybody tuning in for that. We've managed to get the P6, and hopefully we get a good little video that we can put up onto YouTube because of that. If you do see that video going up either tonight or tomorrow, please do have a watch of it. Drop it a like, drop a comment, all that sort of stuff. And if you don't mind sharing it, if you can, if you have the facilities, that would be tremendous. But there we go. We're going to call it a day there. Bammer, oh, you're just tuning in just as we finish up. Unfortunate time in that one. We're going to be back later in the week, though. If I have a quick look now, actually, I'll see if I can work out when that may or may not, or may possibly or possibly will not be. It will be... Potentially we could do tomorrow, in fairness, but it would be on the evening. Well, obviously it would be on the evening, I think. Might be able to do Wednesday, realistically. It depends. What time is the sprint quali and all that sort of stuff? Yeah, on the weekend as well. Maybe we could do, potentially, even Saturday or Sunday afternoon. Who knows? We'll see. But if you can do so in the meantime, please do hit the like button and hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you all so much once again for tuning in. Absolute legends. And I will catch you all a little bit later in the week, because this is just carnage and it's awesome fun. So I will see you all on the next stream, whenever that may be. Catch you all in a little bit. Toodles!